Hey everybody, welcome back. It's Rob from About EVs. We're going to put a spoiler on my 2020 Model 3 today. And the reason being is I was kind of on the fence of whether I wanted a spoiler or not, because this is not a performance model, it's just a dual motor. Although it is the dual motor with every option, so it's about as close as you can get to performance, and I do have the acceleration boost on it as well. So I mean, it's pretty quick, but a spoiler, I was on the fence of whether or not I wanted one. They are cool, but now I have a real reason to have one on, and that is because you can see that little ding there. That's right here. Yeah, that's because I dropped the phone out of my pocket when I was up in the attic one day crouching around. It fell right out of my pocket, landed on the car, and put a nice ding in the lid of the trunk here. So, and there's actually another little dimple, like sort of around here. I don't know if you can see it. It's like right there. But I'm not worried about the dimple so much, but I am, my eye goes to this all the time. So I want to, instead of fixing it, which I think would be a pain and expensive, and I don't know, I don't want to fill it and repaint it. It's just a pain. I'm just going to add a spoiler to it, and we'll give it a nice sporty look, and my eye won't go to it anymore, and you can watch me try to attempt to put this on. I don't think it'll be too hard, but we're gonna figure it out together, so stick around. It's all coming right up. All right, so what I figured I'd do as part of the prepping is to actually just do a quick paint correction on the trunk lid here. Because I don't know if you can see in the video, but I mean, it's got some light scratches just from cleaning and polishing over the years. This is a 2020, so it's 6 years old now, and I might as well do this now while I have good access to it before the spoiler goes on. And I'm just gonna go over it with some light cut, and then I'll do it with a polished compound after that, just to get any road grease and wax, and there's some ceramic on there that I put on years ago. We'll get all that off before we put the spoiler on. What I'm going to use is I have this McGuire stuff here. So this is the Ultra Cut. So I'll use this one first on it, and then I'll follow it up with the finishing polish. I'll put links to this in the description if you guys want to pick this stuff up. This is what most people use to do paint correction. Like even pros use this stuff. They just buy it in bigger quantities. And then I got my Adams polisher, which is the throw polisher, kind of random polishing. You don't have to use that. I mean, you could just do it by hand if you wanted to do a small area, but if you're going to do large sections, then invest in one of these guys. They're about 150 bucks. And I have my pack of pads that I use. You can reuse them a few times if you have one of those cleaners. It's like a kind of like a wire brush, a stiff brush that you run it on to get the compound off of it after you're done. Anyway, that's what we'll do next. All right, cut's done. Looks really nice, actually. So, onto the polish. She looks beautiful. I don't see any swirl marks anymore. I'm gonna remove all this tape because this is just for the polishing. I don't need it for the spoiler installation, so that's next. All right, guys, we're ready for our next step. We have the paint correction all done, polished. I'm gonna take some isopropyl alcohol and just clean this ridge, make sure there's no leftover compound or grease or anything else on it. Just gonna make sure that's all nice and clean. Using a clean microfiber cloth. Go right from edge to edge. This stuff dries like instantly, so pretty easy to apply. And this is the last prep before we put the part on. All right, so that's it. We're ready now. You guys ready to see this unboxing? I guess you would call it unwrapping. And this is how it comes when you pick it up from Tesla. And if anybody's wondering why I went with the OEM version versus like an aftermarket third-party one, no real reason. I just figured we'll keep it as stock as possible. I know by adding this part to a car that's not a performance isn't really stock, but if I'm gonna make any modifications like that, I wanna go with stock parts. And really the difference between getting one of these from a reputable place, carbon fiber, as opposed to buying it directly from Tesla and getting a factory one was only like a difference of $100 after shipping, because I went and picked this up at the dealership service center, so I only had to pay for the part, no shipping. Anyway, let's carefully take this apart. Looking pretty good. Let's see if we can get it. Will it come out of here? It's like a boomerang. All right, so what I wanted to really do is check out how this tape is looking. They're giving you little ears to pull on, which is good. So what we're gonna do is fasten it temporarily with some painter's tape. And if we can get at all these ears, I can pull them off the middle and the edges. So think how I'll do it. That's what it looks like. Part number. Which side's up and which side's down? I'm not sure. I guess we're gonna have to play with it. Test fit it on there and see. It covers the mark pretty well. I'm thinking that the tag is put on. The writing's this way, so this would be up and down. It seems to fit this way pretty nicely. Yes, it fits really nice, actually. Another thing I liked about the OEMs is it's got a nice, clean fit between where the spoiler ends and the trunk lid begins. Some of the other ones looked a little thick and then kind of rounded down. And I don't know, I just like the look of this one a little better. I'm almost positive it goes this way. We'll try to fit it the other way, but it feels like, and it looks like, that's the way it goes. It stays on there by itself pretty well. I'm just admiring the look. I can see the dimple there, but that's okay, I'll live with that. Just to see if it goes this way. It totally doesn't even fit that way, so. There's only one way to put it on. The tabs are going to be off the bottom. They're just not all sticking out. So you're going to want to make sure you can grab them. Each one. So what I think I'll do is I'll put it on. I'll make a marking with tape once I get it right where I want it. That feels like it fits pretty well, but I really have to measure. So next thing we're going to do is measure it, and then we'll tape it down. All right, well, it's not going to fall at this point. And We can maneuver it. I'm gonna measure it. Probably easier in centimeters. Right to the edge. So that's 150. Pretty much right at 150. And let's see, this side is the same. Maybe I got lucky and it's exactly right. Nope, 170. So it should be 160, probably, if we're gonna split the difference here. So this is why we measure before we do anything. Come this way just a little bit. That seems to fit better as well. So let's see, 160. Putting a spoiler on. You're in the video. Say hi to everybody.
I'm sorry. Hi.
That's okay. 165. Not quite centered. Let's see where we are here. 160, 160. Looks like 160 is centered. Yep, no, 160. That looks about right. So I'll put this on. Can't measure enough. Just make sure nothing moved. It's 160. 160. A little compound there. I'll show you guys. Under here, hopefully you can see, we got two tape tabs here. And we got two tape tabs here. These center ones I'm going to pull this way, pull this one that way, and then the edge ones I'll pull off to the edge of the car. So that should stay. If that doesn't move, then we know we're centered. It's always the most nerve-wracking part of it, you know. It's like, am I doing it right? Is it going to stay? Is the tape not going to rip? You know, everything looks pretty good. The edges look good. It's just past the cut here, just past the cut there. I'm just going to measure again because I'm freaking anal, and I just make sure it's perfect. Only get one shot at this. It's 160. It's 160. I mean, if it's off by like 1 centimeter maybe. But I don't think it's off at all. And I can deal with 1 centimeter. All right, so now the moment of truth. We're actually gonna take this tape off. I need glasses. You will too when you get to be my age. I think what you're gonna have to do is start these a little bit more. What I do is I put a broken piece of tape in here so I can make sure that I can get this line exactly like it was if I pull this off, which I'm gonna have to do because that'll kind of be in my alignment. Yeah, I guess I'm gonna have to get these started a little bit. Here's what I would suggest if you were doing this. Just get them started. You don't want to expose the tape yet. Now I'm going to put my alignment back where it was. So that should be right where I want it. Like I said, we're learning together here. So let's see if this is the same as a 160. No, that's 160. Because it wasn't pushed on all the way. Yeah, it's centered. And my alignment mark is not lying. All right, let's try it again. Okay, looks even. So just gonna push it on nice and tight. Make sure my tape doesn't get caught in there. Only really need my alignment tape. Compound there. Yeah, I think really a good trick is just to put a piece of tape with a broken piece so you can use that line to know exactly where to position it if you have to relocate it and pull it off to get at the tape again or whatever you might have to do. Then it goes on pretty solidly once you've got it right and everything looks good. Feels like a part of the car. All right, so the dent's gone. At least it's not visible. All right, what do you think, guys? How does that look? At least pretty sweet. So I won't bore you with the ceramic coating, but that's probably what I'll do next is re-ceramic the trunk lid and the carbon fiber spoiler at the same time. But yeah, that's it. All right, here's a nice close look at the installed spoiler. It looks really nice. Nice fit and finish, good, super high quality Tesla part. The mounting between the paint and the spoiler's nice and clean and tidy. And it looks really good. Here's a look from kind of the underneath side. And yeah, I'm pretty happy with it. Looks really nice. Not too hard to install. It's a little nerve-wracking at times if the tape's not coming out, and you got to double check to make sure you're centered before you put that thing on for good. But yeah, not too bad. There you have it. So anyways, appreciate you guys watching. If you don't mind, hit the like and subscribe button. Gets the word out. Subscribing is free. It's just, it's like a mega like button for YouTube. Kind of tells the algorithm to show this to more people. So yeah, get the word out there. Anyway, thanks again for watching. We'll see you guys on the next one.